So this video is all about transitions and effects and a little trick that you can use to speed up or to slow down your clips if you want to. Now I've got some really nice clips here that were taken one morning at Brighton Marina, so I'm excited to go and show you what we can do with them. So I've got 4 clips here on the timeline. They're all from Brighton Marina. When I actually edited this video together, I think I used about 40 clips, but this is just an example because although they're all connected, you can obviously just move from one clip to another, but it's a lot better if you put some transitions in. So I'm going to go between, move the timeline between these two, and if I play this, there's a very loud seagull on the second clip, so I won't say anything, but I'm just going to show you the transition. So we could possibly get a nicer transition by going up to here and clicking transition. Now you will find here that you have got 233 transition options, and that is a huge amount of transitions to look through and, you know, find what you might want. I mean, and some of them are really quite zany. You can see here we've got dispersion blur. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, well, maybe not, but as you can see, I'm scrolling through and there are all sorts of different transitions. Now if you're making a professional video, these sorts of fancy transitions don't really work, especially if you're going to be putting a video up onto LinkedIn or your B2B business. It doesn't work. You're going to need something that is perhaps a little bit I was not going to say ordinary, but just something that is not so out there. I have to say that I do like the more zany transitions, but they work very well on Instagram, IGTV, or something that's a little bit more light-hearted. So you can see that's a plain dissolve. It looks, you know, very professional, the sort of thing that you might see on television. So I'm going to suggest that you go away and have a look at the transitions and just see what you would like, how you would like to use them. Now what you can do is you can, if you click on the transition on the timeline, you can see that you've got a really useful button which is apply to all. So that means that you get this sort of dissolve fade on between every single clip. And the other thing you can do here is under duration, you can change the duration of the fade, which, you know, may work for you. It's something that you have to try out and see what goes with your video. Sometimes a longer fade is better and sometimes a shorter fade is better. So that is something that you need to work out, what works for you and your business and the style of your business. So I can't give you any hard and fast rules there particularly. Now this clip, I'll just play it for you, is quite a long clip of a boat going across the marina. I quite like the clip because it's quite nice orange colour and it contrasts with the buildings which are yellow and white in the background. But this clip goes on for a long time. I think it's I don't know, the original one was about 30 seconds. So what you can do is select it and then go up to this little timer button, and you can change the speed of the clip. So we've made it go twice as fast, and you know that could work for you. You know, it doesn't look as if there's anything particularly wrong with it. You know, I don't think your viewers are necessarily going to say anything about that. The marina managers might have something to say, but the harbour master, sorry, but it might have something to say about a boat going that fast in the marina. But you know, if it's in a video, I think that you can get away with it. So the other thing that I want to look at is effects. So you can go into effects, and there are all sorts of filters and overlays that you can use to enhance your videos. So let's take this one over to here and put an auto enhance on it. Just drag it down and see what happens to it. So I've double clicked on it now that the filter has had a chance to sort of load itself, and you can see that we can go over to colour and we can start playing around with the colour. You know, you can play around with the contrast a bit, and the saturation and the brightness. You can see, I think that was very marked, the brightness one, but you know, you can play around with the tint as well, you know, sort of make it different colours, and the temperature, you know, make it cooler or warmer. Now this is an area that's obviously open to sort of artistic interpretation, but I would say in a video that probably, unless you're doing something that really is out there, that less is always going to be more. So as you can see, all that fiddling around, I did change the colour quite a lot, and I don't like it one little bit, so I'm going to hit the back button and keep hitting the back button. Didn't like that purple. There we are, back to the colour it was originally. So scroll down through the effects and you can see all sorts of things. So you can put a mask on them, you can put a shape mask. I'll just bring that down so that you can see what that looks like. So it looks like you're going through a porthole. Take that off. And yes, there are all sorts of things that you can have a play with, and here are your overlays. So these are some of the effects that you can use on Wondershare. I think that you really need to dive in and have a look at them, have a play, and see what works for you in your videos. There is so much in here that you could obviously spend a huge amount of time working out what you like and what you don't like, but you know, once you've found a style, I suggest, as it's a business video, that you stick to it.